There's a little bit of an update to the story that we did on yesterday about the panel of corporate leaders that were advising President Trump. Now, it turns out that this panel, actually both of the panels that advised Trump on economic policy and manufacturing have been disbanded in the wake of the president's remarks over what happened at the weekend back in Charlottesville. Now, CNBC reported that Trump's Strategic and Policy Forum broke apart on Wednesday, according to a member of the panel. The disbanding of the Policy Forum follows a wave of CEO defections from Trump's Manufacturing Advisory Council and a panel of corporate leaders focused on boosting U.S. manufacturing jobs. So the Manufacturing Advisory Council is actually different than the Strategic and Policy Forum, but both of those are gone. Broke apart. And of course, as you're going to see, Donald Trump is going to take credit for it, and I'm going to tell you how that's bullshit. Now, the separate initiative lost 7 members since Monday, including Campbell's Soup and 3M CEOs on Monday. You also had AFL-CIO head Richard Trumka resigning earlier today before this broke apart. The Hill reported that Trump stoked tensions on Tuesday when he blamed the so-called alt-left for charging at white supremacists and neo-Nazi protesters, some of which Trump called very fine people. Well, let me get something straight. There are no fine people when you're dealing with neo-Nazis. As long as you're a person that holds this view, you're a bad person. And if you equate neo-Nazis to people who are the opposite, that also makes you a bad person. Now, of course, Trump, he's going to go and take credit for eliminating these councils instead of actually, let me show you the tweet here, or tell you the tweet. He said, rather than putting pressure on the business people of the Manufacturing Council and Strategy and Policy Forum, I'm ending them both. Thank you all. Survey says that's a fucking lie. Right there. Right in the middle. Like, that is him saying, no. You can't quit. You're fired. That's what that's the equivalent of. Okay? All these CEOs are like, we're getting the fuck out of here. This guy's allying himself with white supremacists and racists, the KKK and neo-Nazis. Exit stage left, man. We got to get the fuck out of here. Okay, we do not want our brand associated with somebody who defends that kind of bullshit. We're out of here. Trump says, you can't leave. You can't quit because I've already disbanded the forum. Thank you all. What a baby. What a child. Baby. Sad. Look, all the ones who previously quit within the last few days, and I've talked about this, they quit because of his failure to condemn white supremacy. And then, of course, going on and later on talking about the false equivalency of both sides, right? Like, oh, both sides were bad, both sides were violent. No, both sides were not the same. There are the Nazis, and then there are the people that are standing up against the Nazis. Those two are not equivalent, okay? But he thinks he is, and that ended up giving cover to white supremacists. Look, Trump is a horrible person that sticks up for other horrible people, and I think now it's pretty clear that everybody is just starting to figure that one out. Took him long enough, right? And that's even people who agree with him on economic policy, like giant tax cuts for the rich and corporations. Well, they love that. They're corporate CEOs. Of course, they're going to be like, yeah, I love it when people cut my taxes. I'm in favor of that. That's why I joined this council. And not only that, but, you know, we love it when government doesn't regulate us. We make more money. But even those people are like, no, we're out of here. He's pushed them away. Well, he hasn't. I guess he's pushed them away, but they've literally run. They're running and screaming away from this president because he is such an odious person. And sometimes it's hard to put this into words, man. But that fact is now out in the open. And now everybody, it's plain as day, you can see who he is. Now, we warned you guys about Donald Trump. We warned you. We told you who he was. We told you that he could win the primary. We told you that he could beat Hillary Clinton. We told you, and specifically the DNC, that if you supported Bernie Sanders, then you could beat this guy. That's the only guy who could have beaten him. And nonetheless, the DNC ran an establishment candidate. Not only that, but one who was incredibly damaged and very, very unpopular. And now, because of that, we have a white supremacist sympathizer as president of the United States. This is a guy that the business community and even many in the Republican Party can no longer defend. And once enough of them turn, and if Mueller finds something, well, that's it. Gone. Gone. He's not long for this office. And look, I know the implications of that. President Pence. And he might actually be worse on policy matters and also might be even more dangerous. But regardless, it's becoming more and more of a reality that enough Republicans are going to turn on Trump. No matter how some of us feel about Mike Pence, this guy might end up inheriting the office once Trump is gone. Again, if they find something on him, and you've got all these Republicans that are starting to turn tail on him, you know what's going to happen. And it means Mike Pence. Tick tock, tick tock. There's not a lot of time. He does not have a lot of time left. Hey everybody, thanks for watching this video. If you want to see more like this, please hit the subscribe button below. And if you want to support truly independent progressive media, please consider becoming a patron at patreon.com/TYTNation.